Nigeria's furniture and interior design industry is said to be worth an estimated 50 billion naira. With the amount of real estate properties being built every day, these numbers will keep climbing upwards. I got an opportunity to meet with a woman who has been able to build one of the most successful furniture manufacturing companies in Nigeria from the ground up, and to learn how she did it in a very harsh business environment like Nigeria. Mrs Muni Shonibare is the founder of Aina Furniture, a company that was started over 30 years ago and currently has over 100 employees. What's up guys, how are you doing today? It's Aina here again, and today I have a very special guest for you guys. I'm currently sitting down beside the founder of Aina Furniture, and today she's going to be telling us a story, how she was able to start this business in Nigeria. Hello Ma.
Hi,
Thanks for having me.
Wonderful to meet you.
The first question I want to ask is, what's your story? How did you get started?
I'm an interior designer by profession.
Okay, Ma.
I studied interior design in Italy, in Florence, in the early 80s. I've always done fine art, but I've always had a fascination and curiosity for spaces and how we as human beings entertain, engage, interact. I think that the fascination has always been there, and it made me realize that as people we're very similar. Our desires are the same. Everybody wants stability, everybody wants security, everybody wants to feel safe, everybody wants to be happy. So that's what informed my interior design trajectory. The manufacturing, that was purely an accident. I came back to Nigeria, worked in an architectural firm for about a year, and then wanted to do my own thing because I wanted the flexibility. That was in Kaduna. Came to Lagos, tried to work with some furniture manufacturers, but they never got it quite right. I was always struggling with the quality, meeting my design specs, and then entered into a partnership, curiously, with an Italian, and then we collaborated. And at the time I said, listen, I have no experience of manufacturing whatsoever. So he agreed to handle the manufacturing and I the interior design, and that was the beginning of the partnership and introduction into manufacturing.
Your business has been operating for over 30 years
Yes.
in Nigeria. What has it been like running a business in Nigeria?
How much time do you have, Tayo?
Okay,
How much time do you have?
Well, let's start with the things you've learned and the good parts.
I learned that you've got to be bold. I learned that you've got to pay attention to detail. Being all of those things did not happen by accident. I have two phenomenal parents. I'm the oldest of 8 children, 5 girls, 3 boys. And my parents brought us up to be unafraid, to take risks, to be bold, to have confidence. But in doing that, to work hard, to never cheat, to be authentic, to be ethical, and to never ever compromise our integrity. So armed with all of those, you go out there and to let us know that, look, life doesn't owe you anything. What's your contribution? It's up to you to make whatever it is you desire of your life. So I had no choice really but to go out there, give it my very best, to never give up, and to understand that whatever effort you put into anything, that is the outcome you will reap. If your approach and your attitude is, oh, there's a problem, there's got to be a solution, you invariably find that the solution comes, it happens.
What are some of the problems, the major problems you believe?
Our number one problem, our human resource. Getting the skilled manpower, it's a challenge. Yes, infrastructure is vital, but with all the best infrastructure in the world, if you do not have the people to assemble, to maintain, to operate, whatever, your machines, your equipment, your installations, you're in trouble. That investment in our technical schools, technical education, is based on our human resource capital. We've got to invest in it. You can't afford to have 90% of our population young, uneducated. It won't work. In my experience, Nigerians are amongst the most innovative, creative, enterprising, energetic, colorful people that I know. This is our showroom.
Oh, okay, it looks beautiful.
Where we like to display our made in Nigeria items. This is our typical kitchen. So you've got your everything as you would find anywhere else in the world.
Wow.
With the incorporated fridge, freezer, oven, microwave, all of that.
Everything.
And we make it to spec. So we come into your home or your space, take the measurements, sit down with you, discuss your scheme, you approve of the design, and then we go into production.
Wow.
So that's one type of kitchen. And of course, we make cabinets with the accessories on display so you can display them in your home or offices, whatever you desire. All of this made here, entertainment unit. So you're sitting there, you've got your kitchen, your dining, And then you've got your bedroom.
Maybe I looked at this, I would think it was maybe like imported or something.
No, we meet global standards. So it's not about, oh, because it's made in Nigeria, it's substandard. No, 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 no. Whatever it is you find here, you can find anywhere else in the world. And the other thing we do is, you see the chairs, we bring the frames in raw and we finish it to whatever finish you desire. We upholster it to whatever color you choose. Then we have a spin-off company called Ethniki. And
yeah, I saw that outside too.
Ethniki is about collaborating with our local artisans because we're really promoting that, the African narrative, the African story by the Africans. So this is like an Ethniki piece, all handmade by our local artisans. So we collaborate with, life is also about collaboration. So we do collaborate with our local artisans for cabinets and the accessories. I love those by Mr. and Mrs. in our traditional outfits. Absolutely. And then of course our tables, the dining chairs, and doors. Doors as well. Yeah. So all made on the site, in our premises.
Oh, that's awesome.
And the other thing we've done, you see our offices, we've also done them in such a way that we show people how your office spaces can function, truly functional. So this is my office. Oh, okay. This is our meeting room where we have our regular meetings and training. This is the GM's office, our technical office, where all the designs are made and cut for production. Okay. Upstairs, we've got our admin office, the interior designers, our accounts department, and then some more cladding. You look up, so you've got all the cladding to show you can clad in leather, you can clad in fabric, you can do whatever it is.
This location we currently are in, was this how the business was started?
Oh no, I started from my living room with my drawing board. It's, we're lucky today, you've got technology. Yes. So you've got your AutoCAD. That didn't exist at the time. My first client was my father. The first time I said to him, I want to go to Italy to study interior design. He said, what's that? You want to learn how to put tables and chairs in people's homes? Who's going to pay you for that? I was determined, so I got a loan from the Federal Ministry of Education. Went to Italy all by myself, did my interior design, came back, and he was my very first client. So it was from doing my father's home. His friends saw it, and the referrals started. And very, very slowly it grew. And as I said, because I kept getting disappointed by other manufacturers, found this Italian, and then we found this place in 1992. Wow. And we were sharing the premises with 3 or 4 other tenants, doing different things. It was a shack. But slowly our reputation grew by word of mouth, and we got our first big order from mobile. So what was the lesson? What did we learn? Just focus on being the best, giving it your best, and on the quality of the product you're pushing out there. The rest happens, because we didn't go soliciting. It came to us. And gradually, that was how we began to grow. My second milestone was we got the contract to refurbish the Transcorp Hilton. Today, at the time, it was a Nikon Hilton in 2003. Oh. I had never done anything that size, ever, 700 rooms. And I remember after the contract was signed, as I was driving away, I said to myself, you've got to be out of your frigging mind. But my mother especially used to say something to me that, the eyes are lazy. So don't allow your eyes to deceive you and think, oh gosh, this is such a daunting task. Break it down. And the minute I broke down 700 rooms, say to myself, but you furnished a room before. What's in a hotel room? A bed, bedside cabinets, carpeting, lighting. It just suddenly became doable. Once I am faced with a challenge or a problem, I begin to deconstruct and I begin to break it down until it becomes really simple, and then you start to take it one step or one process at a time. Nikon happened, and I'll tell you what it did. The project took us 2-3 years. At the time, government came up with a regulation, furniture was banned. So I approached my suppliers and I said, listen, would you be willing to come and set up in Nigeria? And because we had forged such a relationship over the years, there was trust. So the other thing I've learned in business and in my personal life, relationships, they're not built on signing documents and contracts. Yes, it's important to do that for record keeping and for documentation, but you have to build a relationship. And they were willing. So they came, did an assessment, came up with a business plan, and then we had to take 600 million naira loan in 2006. Everybody thought I was crazy. Again, the other thing I do, what is the very worst thing? Take this loan. What is the very worst thing that can happen? So it goes belly up, and the banks repossess the factory. You still have a home, you still have a place to sleep, you'll still eat, Your children's fees will still get paid. Go for it. So I do take calculated risks, very, very informed risks. And that's how we scaled up. I got in the Italians for the skill transference, train our staff, train our people, because that's also missing. We do not have any technical schools to train our carpenters, our sprayers, our upholsterers. So I've enjoyed the training aspect of it, of just getting guys off the streets who have zero skills. And by the time they leave here, they're skilled carpenters, they're skilled installers, they're skilled upholsterers, they're skilled sprayers, and the rest is history.
Now we're outside.
Now we're outside. Storage is a problem. So these are our raw materials, the panels.
Okay.
Without the panels, we can't exist. So the panels come in different thicknesses, different finishes, moisture resistant, fire retardant, and
now we're walking into the factory.
Where it all happens.
Noisy.
It is. See that machine? The two of them just program it, and you can get all the dimensions, any dimension. So you see, it's all been cut up. You've got 2 edge binding machines. You see, he feeds it, and straight away he binds the edges. So it's all automated. So the quality is guaranteed.
I can see him doing stuff there.
Programs it. See, he cuts everything up. See, all of these have been bound, and then these are the assembly tables.
It's a very interesting system.
Very.
Everything.
But it works.
Everybody has their own section.
Yes. And then we wrap it up.
Oh,
We label it.
And then wherever it's,
And
whatever
then
it is,
ready
always
to
go
go.
to.
And once it goes, because it's flat packed, we have our installation team that we pre-book, and then they go and assemble the items for you. So then these are laminates. The other thing we do is we've got the laminates, different finishes.
Okay.
We get the chipboard or plywood and we press them.
Oh, that's how they do it.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know. I
So
saw
we
it
press.
laminate on top.
Yeah,
I was
no.
wondering. So it's a very interesting system. Every part has its own category.
So this is our loading bay. Once
Okay.
we're done, trucks come to the back.
Okay.
We load and go. That's our foam cutting machine.
Yeah,
I experienced upholsterer. And these are all our leather finishes or fabric. It's exciting, but it's exhausting.
Yeah.
So when people say, no, we manufacture here. Yes. So Ty, you have to come back and order from us. So we'll sit with you. What do you like? And we push it out there for you. This is where we make all our frames.
Okay.
All our chairs.
Nice. It's cool to see that manufacturing can actually be done in Nigeria. It can be done.
Look, I'm not going to pretend to you that it is easy.
Yeah.
It is blood, sweat, tears. And you are constantly, we are constantly talking, we are constantly training. Say, look, to be customer-centric. It's about the customer, what the customer wants. We are here because of the customer.
True.
So you have to pay attention and listen to what our customers want. And the trends are constantly changing. We're living at such a fast pace. People are becoming more conscious of their homes, are becoming more house proud. So they're paying attention and they're starting to engage the services of interior designers, and that's where we come in.
The problem a lot of young people who want to start out have is funding. What's your advice to a lot of young people in regards to that?
I advise all the young people out there who want to embark in business to go and get the financial literacy. Understand commerce, understand how enterprise works, identify mentors, go and talk to them about how enterprise and commerce works. Because I went in sort of blindly. And of course, meticulous record keeping. That is the first thing anybody who's going to make any financial investment is going to want to. Let me see your credit rating. And most importantly of all, when you want to borrow money, don't focus on what you're going to do with it. Focus on how you're going to pay it back. It determines the activities you're going to engage in. Because sometimes you think, oh, I'm going to borrow this money, I'm going to build a nice factory. That building is not going to generate revenue. The raw materials and the machinery that you're going to use to work the raw materials will generate your revenue. So focus on the revenue generation. You know, if you are producing something good and you're selling it in a shack, somebody will come and buy it.
True.
If you've got a beautiful building and you're selling crap, nobody's going to buy it.
True.
So it's about understanding all of that.
If you were to start this business all over again, maybe they were to take you back in time, what would you have done differently?
Advertise, advertise, advertise. I remember the CEO of Coca-Cola in the early 90s when he was interviewed. They asked him, what's your advice to anybody out there? I've never forgotten his answer. Advertise, advertise, advertise. Let people know you exist and let people know what it is you do. and that you are the best and the go-to person for what it is you have to offer.
There's a massive number of our youths that are currently traveling out of Nigeria. They're like migrating, going to other places to start a new life. So what do you have to say to those people?
So if we want our talent pool to stop running out, it's up to us as parents, as employers, as government, because I believe we are government. I don't believe in they. We are government. Have to create that enabling environment, make it attractive enough for our young people to feel, oh, no, I'm going to invest in my country, where I come from, because there's something in it for me. I will get the quality of life that I desire. That's what they're going to look for out there. It's that quality of life.
So my final question to you is, there are lots of people out there, young people who want to become entrepreneurs. In Nigeria, they want to start a business. What's your advice to them?
You have to clearly define what it is you want to do, what your interest is. And you begin to ask yourself, if in pursuing my interest, can I earn a living that's sustainable? And therein lies your answers. That's the first thing. Second thing, identify people that you admire who have done something similar to what it is you want to embark on, because then you can go to them and avoid the mistakes. I don't believe in reinventing the wheel. Go and find people who've done it before and ask the questions. And you don't have to meet them physically. Today with technology, dear Mr. So-and-so, I've always greatly admired your XYZ. How do you do? 8 out of 10 people are more than happy and willing to assist and support. And then keep your records. Nothing comes easy. So that myth of social media, that everything is easy, no. It's hard work, it's discipline, it's commitment, it's determination. Go out there, be bold, go for it.
Thank you very much, Ma. You have dropped a whole lot of tips in this video. You know, I always say we all have to support our African businesses. So I'm going to link the website and the pages to this business in the description below. So if you're maybe building a house or you need furniture in your new house or something, just reach out to them and buy our made in Nigeria products. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys on the next one.